Summer 2017, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Astronomers using the iconic radio telescope witness a repetitive signal. It's radiating from the direction of the Virgo constellation. It has all the characteristics of intelligence. It seems to be coming from a small, red dwarf star named Ross 128. And it's just 11 light years away, one of our nearest cosmic neighbors. "5,300 kilometers to the south, on a Chilean mountaintop, the 3.6-meter La Silla Observatory is completing more than a decade of monitoring that same star. In those data, a stunning detection. There is an Earth-sized planet orbiting Ross 128. And it resides in the habitable zone, where life, sustained by liquid water, is possible." Now, wielding sensitive new instruments, planet hunters are suddenly finding thousands of new worlds all over the sky. But have any of them sprung to life? Or are we on Earth lone orphans of the universe? Look up at the night sky. Pick any star. According to astronomers, it probably has several planets in orbit around it. And there are many more stars out there than meet the eye. The most common star type in the universe is the red dwarf, also known as the Class M star. They're hard to see, small, lightweight, cool, and faint. But these conditions actually make it easier to find exoplanets orbiting around them. Because red dwarfs are petite, the wobbling motion caused by their planets gravitationally tugging on them is larger, so it's simpler for instruments to detect. Because they're low in mass, the planets orbit close in. Their years go by in just a few days, so it's easier to see the wobble pattern repeating. And passes across the face of the star, called transits, happen much more often. Because they're cool and faint, there's less glare, so planets are plainer to perceive. Proxima Centauri, our stellar next-door neighbor, is just such a red dwarf. It's puny, just 12% the mass of the Sun, and less than 14% as big. It's only about 1% as bright, so it's relatively cool, only about 3,000 Kelvin. Our Sun is nearly 6,000 Kelvin. And after extensively studying the star for more than 16 years, astronomers have confirmed at least one small planet dwells there. Proxima Centauri b. It's at least 1.3 times more massive than Earth, probably dense and rocky like our world, which would make it about 10% bigger. It orbits its parent star once in a little more than 11 days, revolving at the distance where water could be liquid, as well as solid and gas, just like Earth. But there's a problem with that star. Like many red dwarfs, Proxima Centauri has a stormy temperament. Large flares, blasting X-rays, bathing its system of worlds in deadly radiation, eroding away any life-supporting atmospheres they may have. And there are problems with that newly found planet. Although it's in the so-called Goldilocks zone, Proxima b orbits only 7.2 million kilometers from the source of that radiation. That's 21 times closer to its